What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to the game department. Today is a very, very exciting video, one that I've been wanting to make for weeks, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, has been progressively delayed for the last month, but it's here and that's what's most important. Today, we're going to be having a look at the CSL DD for the first time. I have the boxes right next to me. We're going to get them opened, have a look and see what's inside, get it mounted into the rig, and then test it out for the first time. I am so excited. So I guess the first thing we'll start with is the power supply. I got the boost kit, which is the 8 Newton meter version instead of the 5 Newton meters that it comes with standard. So I went for the 8 Newton meters just because I knew I was going to end up buying it in the future anyway. So we may as well save on the power supply and get the big boy straight away. So let's have a look inside the one. Alrighty. We have a cable for the power and then the power brick. God, that's chunky. That's massive. I was using a Logitech G29. So obviously this is a hell of a lot bigger than the one that comes with the G29. I doubt this is anywhere near as big as the DD1 or the DD2 power supplies, but still, chunky boy. So that's pretty good. So, I mean, that's straightforward. It's a bloody power supply. I don't know what else we're supposed to expect here. But anyway, that's not what we're caring about. I mean, it's a power supply. I don't know how exciting that's going to be. The wheelbase, that's what's most exciting. So let's have a look at the CSL DD. Already, I mean, the packaging that Fanatec supply, when I took this out of the box, just the way that it's packaged inside the box that it comes in is just fantastic. I was very surprised to not see any damage on this, to be honest. Australia Post had made it quite difficult for me to actually get my hands on this wheelbase, so I genuinely expected it to be in a bazillion pieces by the time I finally received it, but it's not, which is great. So let's open it up, let's have a look and see what's inside. Always with Fanatec's packaging, it's always really, really nice anyway. What's their little thing today? Every driver has their limit. I feel like Dr. Zeus in these situations. My limit is a little bit further than others. Well, look, it's a nice gesture, Fanatec, but unfortunately it's not. Anybody who's seen me drive knows that I'm not very good. But that's not the point. So what have we got here? We've got an instruction manual. Pretty straightforward. I'll probably have a read of that when I get all the drivers and stuff installed. We've also got some Fanatec stickers, like we needed some more of those. Hell yes. I reckon I could sticker bomb the entire seat of the rig just with Fanatec stickers from all the stuff that I've got from them. Cool, I guess. I mean, if stickers are your thing, then fantastic. Let's take this off. I'm so excited. That's so cool, man. Even the packaging. I mean, the way Fanatec package everything is just so good. Inside this, what do we got? I'm assuming this will be the cables. Yeah, okay, so this is the mounting screws. So this is how you mount it to whatever you're mounting it to. And then we have the USB-C cable. So this is the cable that plugs it in. I'm really happy to say that this is USB-C, especially when the first couple of videos came out and people started reviewing the product. It was nice to see that it was a USB-C cable and not anything less. Let's go. USB-C all the way, baby. Now, let's have a look at the wheelbase. I'm going to take this out. Oh, Christ. I'm going to take this out and get rid of the box. Maybe doing this inside the rig wasn't the best decision, but I mean, we learn, don't we? Let's get this out of here. Oh my God. It's heavy, but it's not as heavy as I expected it to be. I kind of thought it was going to be heavier. Oh, just to hear that and not to hear the grinding of gears that happens with the Logitech stuff. I've also noticed that there's not the sticker on the outside. I know a lot of people, when they first got their CSL DDs, they were complaining about a sticker being on the shaft. I can see some residue. So maybe they've taken off the stickers and they're not doing them anymore. But I know a lot of people complained and had issues with a sticker being on the end of the shaft there. Now, looking at it straight away, I mean, the back's plastic, the front plate is plastic where the button sits, but everything else is that metal construction. It feels amazing. Like, it feels like quality, if that makes sense. Definitely a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. I low-key thought this was going to be a little bit chunkier. I don't know why. Maybe because I have big hands and all the videos I've seen of people have smaller hands than me, so I might have thought it was bigger. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm going to get this mounted. I'm going to chuck this into the sim rig. We're going to have a bit of a muck around getting it mounted properly, and then we'll come back and we'll install all the drivers and get ready to try it out. So I'll get this mounted. We'll come back, install everything, and just go from there. Sick. All right, everything's ready to go. It's mounted in the rig. I've just done all the firmware and software updates, so I'll show you quickly how to do that before we jump into a game and see what this bad boy actually feels like, because I'm very, very excited. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to Fanatec's website and click media/downloads. It'll bring up a separate page. You want to click products and you want to click the CSL DD Boost Kit 180 bundle. I don't think there says one for the 5 Nm version, but that's the only one. You click it, it's fine. You want to click the Fanatec driver down here. As I said, I've already done that, but that's what you need to do. It'll give you a zip file. You want to extract that and then choose if you're either a 64-bit or a 32-bit installation. Click that, it'll install, you'll restart your computer, and then it'll bring up the Fanatec control panel, which I'll show you now, which is very straightforward. So like I said, once you've installed the driver, your PC restarts, it'll open up this Fanatec control panel, which will give you access to everything that's connected. So you can see the wheelbase, plus the steering wheel that I'm using, which is the Formula Carbon V2. You can also see I've got my club swap pedals and the shifter attached to the wheelbase, ready to go. So what will happen is when you open up this software for the first time, it'll let you update all the firmware. It'll pretty much run you through it. It's very straightforward into how to actually update everything. It'll run you through step by step. You'll start off with your wheelbase and then you'll do your wheel rim. It'll also ask you if you want to update any other wheels. So if you have another wheel rim that you want to update as well, you can just take off the one you're using, put on the new one, update that firmware, and then you're ready to go. I mean, everything's pretty straightforward. Once it's all set up, it's set up. I've got everything ready to go. You can calibrate the wheel center position just by clicking this button, put the wheel in the center position, click next. That's it. You've got your force feedback test, which is the only test that I've done on this so far to make sure everything works. And all it does is use the vibration motors in the handles as well as doing a force feedback test of the CSL DD as well. And that's pretty much it. I mean, everything's ready to go. So I think what we'll do is we'll jump into, I think we'll do Assetto Corsa first. I'll get all of the settings configured for the controls. And then I think we'll just jump into a car and maybe have a try at Bathurst. I have no idea. Let's just give something a go. All right, so I've opened up Assetto Corsa. I've got all of the controls ready. So the steering axis is working. The throttle, the brake, and the clutch is all working. And as from what I can tell, everything's pretty good to go. I mean, I've got everything set for the shifter and for the paddles as well. So I think we'll just jump straight in and see what it's like. All right, we'll have a try at Bathurst. You guys know I'm a bit of a softie for McLaren, so we'll do the MP4 12C only because in the McLaren GT3, I've done a hot lap at Bathurst for the Bathurst Challenge with this exact car and this exact track. So I think it'll be a really good indicator of how drastic the difference actually is. So we'll jump in and let's just, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, all right. Here we are, we're in, pedals are working. God, I can already feel the force feedback. All right, let's go. God. It already just feels so different. Let's get some speed. Whoa. You can feel... Oh my gosh, every little bump. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, let's break the 100. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh. Oh my God. That's insane. You can feel when the car's, you can feel as soon as the car starts to oversteer and you lose traction, it makes it so much easier to feel it. This is also my first time ever using a Formula rim or a GT3 style rim or anything in this sort of shape. And it is super, oh my God, it is super comfortable. I can't believe how different this is. I mean, obviously you have a bit of an idea what it's going to feel like, I guess, because you've used, like I've always used Logitech wheels in the past. I've never really used a good wheel. This is the first time I've ever used a good wheelbase, realistically. Not that the Logitech's a bad wheelbase, but this is definitely in a different tier. And just I have no words. I'm gobsmacked by how incredible this is. One of the things that I have definitely noticed, for one, is how smooth it is to turn the wheel. Coming from a Logitech wheel, which is obviously gear driven, it's very clunky and very like in your face, whereas this is just so smooth. I can also feel like all the little ridges in the road. You can see the car bouncing to it, but with the Logitech wheel, you just don't feel it. But with this, you feel everything. Oh gosh. I'm just in a different world. I'm not paying any attention to the track. Even going over the grass, you can feel the handles vibrating with the change in terrain. It's just nuts. One of the other things that's crazy is when you go over a little sort of bump that the wheels go airborne. you can feel when the tires make connection with the road again. You can feel it. This is nuts. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't upgrade my wheelbase earlier. This is insane. I'm gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked by how incredible this is. What's it like if we just put a tire in the dirt? Not great, not great. Oh my lord. It's like in the left hand, I can feel the change with the dirt. Like I can feel the small bit of oversteer, and I can change what the car's doing because I know that it's happening. Whereas the Logitech rim, you don't really know that you're about to lose it. This makes it so much easier for you to tell and like work out what's happening. Oh my god, my arms are gonna be so sore by the end of the rest of the week. I have absolutely no words for how incredible that is. Not only does it just feel so much more premium, obviously, because the difference between the CSL DD and the Logitech G29 is astronomical, but just the way that the whole experience is elevated by being able to feel everything, and it's so much more immersive into what you're feeling. Oh my god! All right, let's jump into iRacing. We'll try out the McLaren GT3 in iRacing because obviously similar to what this is, and just see what that's like around Bathurst and iRacing. We'll do exactly the same thing and just see how much different it feels in that, I guess. All right, here we are in iRacing. I've got all of the controls set up, same as Assetto Corsa. We're doing the MP412C, which is the same car we were just using at Bathurst, same track. Obviously, there's going to be differences between the Assetto Corsa track and the iRacing track, but I think at least to be able to compare what it feels like and just try out the wheel is going to be perfect. So we'll try this out. Alrighty, let's get ready to go. One of the things that I have noticed straight off the bat is the LED lights that come on the wheels. So in Assetto Corsa, the rev lights aren't actually active. I've just realized that. I didn't even click because I was just so excited to be using a new wheelbase. The LED lights that show your revs, your gears, things like that didn't actually work in Assetto Corsa, but I can already see now that it shows the neutral gear, and then when we cycle through, it changes directly on the wheel, and I have a flashing LED light bar at the top that obviously shows, I think, the pit limiter. But let's just jump in. We'll try it anyway and see what it feels like.
Pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per
Okay.
hour.
Oh god. All right. So, Jesus, the force feedback in iRacing is a hell of a lot heavier by default. It feels, oh my god. I thought the bumps were nuts in Assetto Corsa. This is crazy. You can feel everything. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. That's insane. I don't know if you guys could see the car rocking then when it came to a stop, but I could feel that in the wheel. And because I could feel it in the wheel and I could see it with the triple monitors, I low-key felt a little bit motion sick just then from the rocking motion. That's nuts. Holy shit. Okay, I'm actually blown away. I didn't know what to expect at all, obviously, but this is just so much more than I ever could have hoped for. All right, let's go up the cutting and we'll see. Oh, okay, I definitely need to turn the force feedback down in iRacing because this is so much. I can't fathom how strong the force feedback would be. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even, oh god, it doesn't even register in my mind because I've only ever used Logitech wheels, and I never even thought that a bloody sim wheelbase would be this intense. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Oh my god. This is nuts. This is mental. I'm actually blown away. My god, Fanatec, for the price that you pay for this wheelbase, if you enjoy sim racing and you want to dip your toes in and spend a little bit extra instead of, spending $2,000 on a DD1 or a DD2, I cannot recommend this enough. This is the most fun you'll ever have in a weekend. Holy shit. This is bananas. Oh my god. I know exactly what I'm doing for the rest of the year. I'm so sorry to Millie because she's not going to get any more time with me ever. This is ridiculous. Let's see what this is like when you put the tire into the dirt. Oh my god, you definitely know. You know straight. I always struggled with the Logitech rim to know when the wheels had gone off that limit of the asphalt, and I'd always I was always unsure of whether the wheels were still on the road or not, to be honest. Like right on the edge, it was hard to tell if you have just gone off. But this just makes it so, oh God, so obvious. I knew that I'd made a mistake straight away. That is unreal. I have no words. I can't even, my God. I am genuinely so blown away by how incredibly strong this wheelbase is. I know obviously you've got things like the DD1, which goes up to 20 Newton meters, and the DD2 at 25 Newton meters. This is only an 8 Newton meter wheelbase. I can't even fathom how strong a 20 or 25 Newton meter wheelbase is. That would, oh my God. How do you guys use those things? This is blown my mind. I'm genuinely so shocked by how much stronger a CSL DD is over a Logitech. I thought maybe twice as much, and it would be, noticeable, but not that noticeable. Like, this is bananas. I genuinely did not expect this in the slightest. Oh my God. So now that we have it all installed and it all works and everything's fine, I am going to be using this obviously all the time for the streams, for any Bathurst Challenge videos, things like that. So I want to put some time into it, maybe a couple of months, maybe 2 months, 3 months, maybe just after Christmas. I just want to give it a good amount of use before I give any opinions on whether it's good or bad, or what are the problems with it, or what I do and don't like, things like that. So I'm going to give it a couple of months, really put some good hours into it and see if my opinions change, or if anything is going to hinder me from recommending this to anybody, because so far I would recommend this to everyone, if I'm bluntly honest. But like I said, I'm going to use it for a couple of months, see how I feel about it, and then I will give you guys a review. We'll go through the whole product. I'll see if there's any wear. We'll have a bit of a look, but we'll do a video in a couple of months and just see how much my opinions changed from using it pretty much every day. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. I post new videos every week and you don't want to miss it. If you want to join us on any of our social media, I'll leave all the links in the description below. We have a great community of people. Come say hello. If you have any questions on the CSL DD, or you want to see some racing live, we stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Come to the stream, ask me some questions. I would love to talk to you about it. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. I will leave a link and the stream schedule in the description. Come let me know you found this video and let's talk wheelbases. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you have a good morning. I hope you have a good night. Bye.